Good evening, everyone. My name is Yasmeen Sharari. I'm 20 years old. I'm a second computer engineering student. I'd like to complete my core coursework and develop technical proficiencies before completing a 4-year program of study, in addition to explore to different opportunities in both software and hardware. I will take about 10 minutes. Welcome to our presentation, Adam's Tongue. We have tried to choose a nice topic. I hope you like it. And if you have any questions, feel free to interrupt at any time. I've divided my presentation into 3 main parts. 1. What's languages and its characteristics? 2. Interesting facts about languages. 3. We'll talk about endangered languages. And the other parts we will see it with my colleagues. So let's start with language's definition. Language is a system of communication which consists of a set of sounds and written symbols which are used by the people of particular country or region for talking or writing. يعني أن اللغة هي نظام اتصال تتضمن مجموعة من الأصوات، الكتابات، الرموز أو القواعد اللي بيستعملوها الناس منطقة معينة بشغل معين ليفهموا بعض سواء كتابة أو كلام. Moving on to characteristic of language. 1. Arbitrary. 2. Social. 3. Symbolic. 4. Systematic. 5. Vocal. 6. Non-instinctive, conventional. 7. Predictive and creative. Let me expand on these points. 1. Arbitrary. Language is arbitrary in the sense that there is no inherent relation between the words of a language and their meaning or ideas conveyed by them. الحكي بيعني هو عدم وجود أي ارتباط طبيعي أو ضروري بين معنى الكلمة وصوتها أو شكلها. For example, there is no reason why a female adult human being be called a woman in English, Orat in Urdu, Zen in Persian, and female in French. Let's look at our next point. Social. Language is a set of conventional communicative signals used by humans for communication in real-life situation community. In this sense, is a position of social groups comprising a set of rules, which permits its members to relate, interact, and cooperate with each other. 3. Symbolic. Language consists of various sound symbols and their graphological counterparts that are employed to denote some objects, occurrences, or meaning. So, that statement means that each word represents a particular object or idea, but it doesn't constitute the object or idea itself. وهالحكي بيعني أنه اللغة بتحتوي على العديد من الرموز الصوتية ونظيراتها الرسمية، يعني لكل صوت في له رسمة معينة خاصة فيه لتعطي معنى للأشياء والأحداث. Let's turn now to systematic. All languages have their system of arrangements. Every language is a system of systems. All languages have phonological and grammatical systems, and within a system, there are several subsystems. So, in spite of the fact that language is symbolic, its symbols are arranged in a specific system. 5. Vocal. Language is primarily made of vocal sounds only, produced by physiological articulatory mechanism in the human body. In the beginning, it appeared as vocal sounds only. Writing came much later as an intelligent attempt to represent vocal sounds. Okay, we actually want to distinguish oral from written language. Language is originally oral. In other words, we can say that spoken language is the origin of language. مثل ما حكينا بالنقطة الأولى أن اللغة عبارة عن رموز صوتية تنشأ من مكون مفصلي فسيولوجي بجسم الإنسان. And I will touch on the fact that children grow up learning and speaking a language orally before learning to write. Even in this modern age, some people still can't write but they can communicate with a language. فمثل ما شفنا مضارة الكتابة فيما بعد كمحاولة إذكاء وأحداث لنعبر عن الرموز الصوتية. 6. Non-instinctive conventional. No language was created in a day of mutually agreed upon formula by a group of humans. Language is the outcome of evolution and convention. So, language is the result of advancement and tradition. Every age transmits this tradition onto the following. Like every single human organization, language may also change and pass on. 7. Productive and creative. The structural elements of human language can be combined to produce new utterances, which neither the speaker nor his hearers may ever have made or heard before. هذا بيعني أن اللغة بتحمل ميزة الابتكار، يعني ممكن نجمع بين مصطلحات من لغتنا البشرية لننتج أقوال جديدة ما سمعها المتحدث ولا المستمعين من قبل. فاللغة بتتغير تبعاً لاحتياجات المجتمع. So, that covers everything I want to say about characteristic of language. And continuing with interesting fact about languages, that I will explain them briefly. There are 7,139 languages are spoken in the world. 200 of them have a reading and writing system. These numbers are constantly in flux. English is the largest language in the world. Also Arabic, French, and Spanish are also recognized. And let us note that 40% of the world's languages are now endangered. Take a look at this graph of top 10 most spoken languages 2021. It clearly shows that English is the largest language in the world, with nearly 1.2 billion speakers. This relates to what I was saying earlier. And here are the most spoken languages: English, Mandarin Chinese, Hindi, Spanish, Standard Arabic, Bengali, French, Portuguese, Russian, Urdu. How many languages are endangered? Firstly, endangered language is a language that's at risk of disappearing. 3,018 languages are endangered today, and this because people teach their children other dominant languages. This reduces the number of speakers of this language until the last speaker dies without any record preserving his language from its death. So, to sum up, language loss occurs when the language has no more native speakers and become a dead language. And as you can see at this chart, while about 42% of languages are endangered, many more are considered stable. Languages are stable when all the children in the community are still learning and using their language. Finally, I'll explain the meaning of institutional language, which has a rate of 7.5% of living language. A language used in education, work, mass media, and government. To conclude, I'd like to say thank you very much for your time, Dr. Yusra.